Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Here I am. I'm in, I wouldn't say quite downtown Harpers Ferry, but I'm working on it. I'm heading my way for a tavern that's got good cold beer and good food, so I'm looking forward to maybe a nice cold Guinness, and we'll check out the heart of this town and see what's clicking. I'm exhausted. I've got prickly heat rash. I've got chafing, chapping. I'm a mess, but I'm here, so it's time to heal. Well, that says it all, huh? Harpers Ferry was much sought by North and South. 1861, 1865, its garrison of 12,000 Union troops was captured by Army General Stonewall Jackson September 15th, 1862, on way to join Lee at Etienne. The Catholic Church was used as a federal, I guess I ran out of words, as a federal hospital. Very cool. Very cool. I reckon that's that. Fascinating the way they built this with, geez, a lot of slate rock, a lot of local, but this is truly amazing how they did that. Wowee. How cool is that? Very cool. I love this, all that river basin rock. They use a lot of this here. And here we are. Hope I don't get run over, but wow, that's gorgeous. Look at that. I bet I go up over here. Probably go right up that ridge and down here. Oh no, we got to cross the river. That'll be interesting. Well, here we are, downtown historic Harpers Ferry. It is a very small town. Oh, there's the train depot. So I could pick it up and go to DC. I could go to Washington, DC for $11. We'll see. We'll see. Want to get back on the trail, but also want to heal. Need a guidebook. A lot of things I got to do, but oh, this is very cool. Very cool. So we got a transport train over there, and we have you know, some freight trains too. Cargo. Looks like they probably haul coal, but those are cars back there. They're starting to roll too. Yeah, this is probably the end of the line. They got to turn around and go back the other way, you would think. Holy smokes, very cool. Wine and gourmet. So I see the yuppies have tried to take over here probably, you know, and make everything cool, but I see a sign for a tavern. I'm going for a cold beer. I think I deserve it. Very cool. Very cool. Wow, here it is, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. This is the headquarters for the entire Appalachian Trail. We're in West Virginia. We're in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia here. And wow, hey folks, it is July the 2nd. It's Monday morning. I got in quite a wreck and found out that the Mexican restaurant closed down. It's a very small town, but very historic. So we're going to take a little trip through this town. This is actually the very first town that I've ever even videoed here, hiking the Appalachian Trail. And I think it's very fitting to be Harpers Ferry. So I'm very excited about it and hope I can do a good job. Well, this short run from Front Royal to Harpers Ferry, it was just a bit over 50 miles, but the heat wave ended up taking longer, just knocked the energy right out of me. But yeah, I got a lot of good video and longer for a short run. It's going to be a good hour at least, or if not long. So let's go inside and meet the people and see. There's a really cool map in there. I think I'd like to walk through. It's got the whole eastern seaboard with the Atlantic Ocean and all the towns spread out, so in perspective you can really see where we are hiking the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. Very cool stuff. I'm very cool. Oh, and I'm very cool too. Great air conditioning in my room. Well, as far as through hikers go, I would have to say, oh, here's Earl Schaefer, where it all began with through hiking. Anyways, right after the war, came out of the army and hiked the entire Appalachian Trail. I'm the very first one to do it. And well, there's the caption. Hey, it all speaks for itself. I had been without a guide, and I think I'm going to go back with the Through Hikers Companion. They have a copy here, and I was thumbing through it, and yeah, I'm really comfortable with it, so I think I'll be picking this up here. But as we go, this is the inside of the Conservancy. It's quite busy. It's a Monday morning. Plenty of books. We got the Bryson.
Hey!
Gray Wolf, nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you. Yes, yeah, I made it here.
We hope we'll see you here.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing a little filming. Here's a Bryson's book.
That's great. Yeah, that's a
bunch of books here. Here's a map for you. Here's the Atlantic Ocean, of course, and you can just see here all the towns from Augusta, Columbia. Here's the border, North Carolina, South Carolina. But over here we have here's Chattanooga, and here's Springer Mountain, and really the whole. If you were to just expand out and really cover the whole way. This is a really cool map. I thought I just have to put it on here. And then you can see the out-surrounding towns. And here we are coming to. Here's Washington, D.C. here. And here we are right here, Harpers Ferry. And it's about the 1,000-mile mark. So here we are coming into Maryland. And then Pennsylvania, we're going to come all the way up through here around Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This is the trail, of course. And we're following it all the way down now into New Jersey. Right here, New Jersey, New York. We're coming through into Connecticut. We're coming up through, right, Connecticut into Massachusetts. From Massachusetts on up into Vermont and across. I climbed this when I was a kid. Mount Mooselock, Hanover, New Hampshire, right here. Dartmouth College. We cut across Woodstock, sweet. Montpelier, Vermont would be up here, and then here we go across into Mount Washington. I climbed that when I was a kid, all the way across. Would that be? Yeah, okay. And into Maine, and a good section into Maine, I'll tell you. Yeah, back into some big mountains too, back in the Whites. That's going to be so awesome. And all the way to Mount Katahdin, Baxter State Park. And then we just fade away, and we can see in perspective the continent. It's Boston, Providence, Hartford, Concord, Montpelier, New York City, baby. That's where I'm from. Philadelphia. And here we are in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, Chesapeake Bay. What a cool map. But as we are going on, like I said, here's Gray Wolf, some hikers, through hikers back in 1994. 2004. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're looking at old. Here's people we hiked with.
And people that you hiked with, they actually keep a catalog. I just had my photo taken, and they actually catalog. How far back does it go, Gray Wolf, would you say?
Oh, it goes back in the 80s.
Into the 80s, huh? So that's awesome. This is like a hiker's lounge here in the Conservancy. That's where hikers go. They have a laptop, and they actually store all the photos from decades ago. My carry book. This is just kind of like a hangout place where you can go. Hikers can rest. It's cool in here and very comfortable. You can use and they have cold drinks. That's where I have to pause. I'm not drinking enough. I'm thirsty. Very cool. So here we are, Appalachian Trail Conservancy, and greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for saying it right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speech. I really work hard at it. The heat can be difficult sometimes,
Oh,
though.
Conservancy.
But yeah. So, your name, sir?
I'm Dave Tarasevich. I'm the visitor service rep at the visitor center here at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy.
Yeah. Very good. And you, sir?
I'm John Tatero. Peter Pan is my trail name. I am a volunteer here, and I've been volunteering since 1998.
98, awesome. That's some time. What year is it here? I still can't get the star date part of it right, but I've been out in the heat for the past 5 days. So this is headquarters. This is the Appalachian Trail basic headquarters, right, for everything?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
And to confuse tourists, the National Park Service has their headquarters staff for the Appalachian Trail Park Office 2.5 blocks away from us.
So it's like one big happy family.
Yes.
Yeah, so everybody's close together. And this is a really small town. And everyone knows this is the very first town that I'm actually filming for my documentation of hiking the Appalachian Trail. And I thought it'd be fitting, to be, Harpers Ferry and the hometown and, the meeting place for the Appalachian Trail Conservancy.
Did you also get some shots of our relief map? And
I
the hiking
did.
photos?
I did. You are my last stop in this wonderful place. You were so busy when I first came in here that I didn't want to disturb the flow, and I stepped aside and I grabbed a book. I hope I paid for it on my way out. So here, this is a good. Well, you could always prosecute me by getting a copy of this video if I don't. So there you go. I think we're covered here.
What was it?
I'm sorry, the through hiker companion, and I had left I've been traveling for a week and a half or so blind. I left my I left my guidebook at a hut in the Shenandoahs, the Pines. About halfway through the Shenandoahs, I didn't have a guidebook anymore, and I couldn't get to an outfitter or a resupply that would have such a thing until Harpers Ferry. And so I'm going with your book, actually, which I started with and then, switched over to the other guys,
The competing
other forces
AT guide,
in
my
the AT
favorite
guide in this realm of hiking and through hiking the Appalachian Trail. I can say Appalachian Trail right now because I was calling it the Appalachian Trail for a long time, trying to blend in.
Have you been in our bathroom?
And I haven't been in your bathroom yet, no.
Definitely recommend it as one of the stops on your tour of the visitor center because we do have some fine photographs of the AT.
Okay.
The stunning silhouette photo of sunrise on Katahdin and the little blurb.
Sounds like a movie. Sunrise on Katahdin. Is that Bogart? Was Bogey in that?
And McCall was after them together. It wasn't released.
That was before censorship, right? Okay.
And actually, you have 40 miles before you need to change that pronunciation of the Appalachian Trail.
But Maryland is a
but I'm
border
more.
state, so it's kind of in between.
Oh yeah. I was a little nervous walking in here with my. I'm hiking with a lot of people that go by Yankee liberal hiker trash, and they make me uncomfortable sometimes.
If that makes you uncomfortable.
Maybe I shouldn't go in the bathroom. You're saying, huh? Well, we'll have to look at that, guys.
Can we ask you some questions?
Oh yes.
All right. So,
Oh yeah.
if it's really true that you've hiked all the way from Springer to Katahdin, you should be able to answer this one simple question.
Well, I haven't gotten to Katahdin yet, but go ahead.
Springer to here.
Oh, to here.
Okay. So, on the stretch between Springer to here, what is the prettiest spot on the Appalachian Trail? And you can turn the camera around so everyone can see the blank look on your face as your brain is thinking of like a dozen things at once.
Yeah. And the heat.
And the heat.
And the heat wave of the last 5 days, hiking through the roller coaster. Actually, and I need to, just take a sidebar on from your question. I won't forget it, but I just want to say for my viewers here that the only thing that kept me alive for the last 4 days was my fantasy of a frozen margarita and just cooling my body with a big gulp, that right before brain freeze thing where you exhale cold air only when I got to town to find out that the Mexican restaurant closed and there'll be no frozen margaritas in Harpers Ferry, but it was all a ploy just to get me to get here alive. So just wanted to add that part. So now, back to your question.
Prettiest spot on the Appalachian Trail between here
Out
and
of
there.
all the things, and I just have to go through my mind, which is really difficult right now. But I'll have to say Sunrise. North of Hot Springs, I actually slept in the fire observation tower. And I don't know if that's legal or not, so once again, my videos are evidence against the crimes upon me, but my greatest view was Sunrise north of Hot Springs in the observation tower, and I have them posted on White Blaze to verify it, and I actually made a video, and it's in my YouTube. The mist was low, the clouds were low, and then the peaks of the mountains were rising above the mist.
You want me to hold the camera? Because this is good stuff with your hand motions.
Am I doing it? Am I getting it? It's like a puppet show too. And the sun came up, it was over to the east, I believe.
Yeah, in the morning.
And just such a beautiful orange and golden glow with the mist. It was all about the mist in the mountains. It was, and that's, I have to, and that's my final answer.
Okay. Let the record show he did not mention Max Patch or Grace
Max,
Island.
you know, I did.
Or Clips or McAfee Nut.
And the Rowan Mountains, I was in a 3-day freezing rainstorm, and I didn't see the grazed lilies or anything. I did see the goats. I interviewed the goats. Max Patch, I did a short little song, a little dance ditty from The Sound of Music. And yeah, Max Patch, yeah, no, but it was at Sunrise. I'm going to stick with my final, my first and final thoughts, but all wonderful places. I actually had friends meet me by Max Patch onto Thunder Ridge, shelter and beyond to Hot Springs. They actually, the mail actually carried my pack for a half a day. But I did cook supper the night before, so, but you know, so many memories, so many beautiful, beautiful memories.
When did you first get the idea to hike the entire Appalachian Trail?
Well, I woke up one morning in New York City, looking out into the Hudson River, my 2-story, 3-bedroom flat. And I said, I am working my ass off to pay my bills. So I decided I'm going to do everything over. I actually shaved my mustache off, so, I mean, that's a biggie. I gave away 95% of everything I own. I gave away my sailboat, my 100 orchid collection, my fossil collection, my gemstone collection, and I bought a 32-foot travel trailer and I moved it into the woods, and I have no bills. I decided just to completely streamline my life and live off of deep cell batteries and solar panels, and quit my job, got a new job. It's kind of same like the old job, but I only work 3 months and I take 3 months off. I work another 3 months and take 3 months on, so I work about 6 months out of the year. And that enables me, and this was my vision and my goal, and this is actually my gift to myself, is to be able to afford the time to hike the Appalachian Trail, but I had to change my lifestyle before I could do it. And now a lot of people say that hiking the Appalachian Trail is like a once-in-a-lifetime journey, and I'm here to say that I disagree, that it also can be like just a lifestyle. And so this is my new life, hiking and just not working. And
Did you have much hiking or backpacking experience before you started?
I have been a rock climber and mountaineer and ice climber since I was a kid.
Do you know Ray Jardine?
And I don't know Ray Jardine. But if I haven't owned a TV in 20 years, and I'm really kind of disconnected in a lot of stuff. Even though I live in New York City, I actually do live in a camper.
Where in New York City?
These things.
Where was your apartment? What borough?
It was. I was on the borough of Staten Island on the river in St. George by the Staten Island Ferry going into Manhattan.
Okay.
And from there, I have moved to a camper in the woods, still in New York City, in one of the 5 boroughs, but it's out there on YouTube, actually. I did a whole video segment of my life inside and outside of my camper and how I make it work. I keep bees. I actually help people start beekeeping in New York City. I was one of the people to help legalize beekeeping in New York City a couple of years ago. And I catch honeybee swarms and I relocate them, help get people to start hives with feral honeybee swarms. And this is my life. La vita loca. Or loco. And that's it.
What's your other line of work?
I am a tree surgeon. I climb trees for a living.
Really?
In New York City. In all the boroughs. I do work in Manhattan.
I hear there's a tree that grows in Brooklyn, too.
There is, yeah, and it's probably an invasive one.
It is. I think it's tree heaven.
Yeah, my best guess would be an Atlantis tree, an import from China.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've actually seen them grow in cracks of sidewalks and cracks of old chimneys too. They're quite hardy, like mugwort.
And you've seen them around Harpers Ferry?
And I see them.
They were in bloom.
Yes, and you also have that other Asian invasion. Starts with a P, with the big. When they're small, they have gigantic leaves and thorns, and then they have the pink flower clusters with a gazillion seeds. That's why they do so well.
Yeah.
I want to say Palanthea.
Polonia.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Exactly. Yeah, they're
Princess tree or
the blooms, but they're very invasive. They really and
they line the highway along the river and all along the Potomac and Shenandoah around here, and through town if you look.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I noticed. I saw them. Those pesky little peeps.
The blossoms are beautiful.
They are beautiful.
And they look very much like the native catalpa, which is white.
They do with the leaves. They do look like the catalpa. You're right. You're right. Okay.
They're pernicious.
Yes, they could be a problem in the future, just like many other invasives. Thank you so much. I always can't remember that name of that plant, but here we are. I think it was a wonderful video. Boy, good thing I changed the battery. Jeez, you guys really talk a lot.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. You guys, but hey, you're a visitor center. You guys gotta embrace the visitors, I guess, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so cool. So
I don't know if all of us like to talk a lot.
yeah, okay, yeah. But well, you're there in the clutch position when need be.
Yes.
But I'm I'm very happy to add this segment into my YouTube videos, and yeah, you'll have to check it out. And very cool. Thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
And what's not a small town without their ice cream shop? Well, there are several ice cream shops in this small town here. And here we have Scoops here, and look at here, your typical little ice cream cafe here, and this has got all the things that a body needs. Especially if you're a hiker. This looks like a hiker right here. Holy smokes. Yeah. Hey, hiker.
What's going on, hiker trash?
Yeah, that's Yankee liberal hiker trash to you there, mister. No, this is a nice ice cream shop. Look, typical. This is your basic, hiker necessity. When you say, Mud?
Oh, yeah.
Ice cream.
Always seems to work out.
It always-
Day, get some ice cream.
Always go to a town, take your boots off, and get ice cream. And that's all you need to do. And everything else will just work itself out.
Story, but what I remember is basically he wanted to he freed a bunch of slaves, and he thought that would cause an uprising, and all the slaves would cause an uprising that would basically aid the Union.
Oh, really?
And then that's where it was barricaded.
And right over here, right in this building?
In the barn that you walk by.
I'm sorry?
In the barn. That's where they barricaded.
And they barricaded him in?
Yeah. That's the church up there.
Uh-huh.
This, when you're heading south.
Uh-huh.
That's, I'm not sure if it's this. I think it's maybe the one next door.
That's the first thing you see in town?
Yeah, Appalachian Trail. That's basically you actually hike that way to head south.
Oh, there's a blaze right there.
Yeah, there's a blaze, and essentially there's the trail actually goes by the church, and there's a cutoff trail that goes to the ATC.
Uh-huh.
But the trail actually comes through here, or is it down there?
I don't know.
Where do you see the blaze?
Right there. Isn't that a blaze right there on that light post?
That's it. Is. You're right. That's what it is. This is the AT.
This is the AT right here. I haven't gotten that far. I got off up at the ATC.
When you come back and get back on it, you're going to be climbing over a ridge.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be going by Jefferson Rock, and you're going to be coming down this way.
Okay. Yeah.
You're going to be coming right through town, down to here.
Uh-huh. This is my friend Harvey, by the way. I met him at Hawk Mountain Shelter in Georgia. That's the second shelter on the AT. That was so long ago. You look younger, though. What, do you walk backwards or something?
Time does not stand still. And then the AT goes.
I knew I'd be going up there.
Yeah.
I just knew it.
Now, that up there is called the Maryland Heights Trail.
Yeah?
We'll walk over to the bridge and I'll show it to you.
Okay.
But tomorrow, they're probably going to have some type of reenactment here.
I might stay in town just a little bit. I'm tired as hell. I'm living day by day right now, Harv. You know, because you know, it's 4th of July, my favorite Independence Day, my favorite holiday, and I'm in Harpers Ferry. Boy, a lot of John Brown stuff here, and it is hot as can be. Is that a human being up there? I do believe so. And that white?
Yep.
Right?
That's the Maryland Heights Trail.
Okay. Hoo-wee. It sure is hot.
I'm not sure if
There's an old railroad station. This is an old railroad building here. There's the train tracks right there.
The train goes across. The train does go across there.
Wow, this just looks old. You know, everything about this place. Look at this tunnel here. It almost looks like a place where you would store ammunition. Hoo-wee. Man, we got stuff like this in New York, you know? Even older, I guess, right?
Well, here's a story about it. I think this was an armory.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Boy, am I good or what?
You were good.
Yeah.
And that's the remains of the fort and fire hut.
You can always just pause this, folks, and read the bits. Boy, this is great. This is the first town that I have shot video in since I started in Georgia, and I think it's a great town. You know, to actually, if you're going to shoot an AT, you know, hike. You know, this is such an amazing town. Small and a lot of history. Right?
Now, Boiling Springs will be interesting too, because the trail goes right through Boiling Springs, and then Duncannon goes right through Duncannon also. And the Doyle is kind of a really old, classic, rundown hotel. but they got this great bar, and they got giant-sized beers in there.
Oh, that's an air conditioning.
Yes, and air conditioning.
Okay, then that sounds like a stop for me. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, look at those rocks up there. They looks like they need to be inspected there under that I-beam there. That looks a little, you know, that's all cracked and everything. That would cause me a little concern. Maybe it needs an inspection. But then that's, yeah, huh? Ooh-wee. Boy, just when I thought I was going to have a small video presentation from Front Royal to Harpers Ferry, and I'm really putting on the vid here at the last minute. Oh, there's that river again. Try to find some shade, bro. Hey, you be in the shade again soon. Soon enough. Oh, wait.
You'll be in the shade as soon as you get to the base of the ridge.
Yeah, I guess we got a southbounder coming in. This is a cool town. And that's the Susquehanna. No, that's the Shenandoah River that I crossed yesterday. And now this is a different river here. This is the Potomac.
Yeah, Potomac.
Look at here. Here we are, folks. It's where the Potomac feeds into. Hi there.
Hello. You ready?
Potomac feeds right here. Right here. Then this would be the end or the start of the Potomac. And into the, well, it goes up far. But doesn't it, right here, this is where it joins the Shenandoah River, no? Right here. This is it. Very, and that's why way back when, and waterways were a great place defensively and offensively to get around and move supplies through rivers versus humping through, you know, the mountains and everything. So
see the old symbol there up on the rock.
And what is that? What is it? That's.
See, let me see if I can do it with my glasses.
I see the symbol. Very faded. I mean, I can't read anything.
I can't read it at all.
But this is old.
That's old. It's probably turn of the century.
Yeah, and it was a sign.
Yeah, I think it was.
That said free beer. No.
Not really.
It said turn around. You're going the wrong way. What would the sign like that say? I wonder.
Probably some advertising for like a railroad or powder mill biscuits or something like that.
So there you go. There's an old billboard, faded. Can't see it anymore or read it, but yeah, there you have it, folks. It's a beautiful rock structure, though. I saw this from far away. Cool.
And actually, when you go across the bridge, and AT goes north. You go south about a quarter of a mile. There's a trail that goes up that takes you along the ridge and then drops you down to what they call the Maryland Heights Trail. And what happened is the Unions actually had that as a high point, and the trail, it has about I'd say a 20-degree face on it, and they hauled their cannons up there by hand.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, they did a lot of that crap back then.
So, and it was a strategic position for and when you're up there, you can actually see the whole town below.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even see the
good place to fire a cannon.
Yeah, you can see the old hotel that's out of existence too.
Okay.
It used to be a great hotel, but
and you can see the foundation. You can see the flooring.
The whole
it's still there. Okay.
But it closed down. In fact, you walked right by it.
I did. Yeah, I walked right by a lot of stuff.
But,
half comatose yesterday coming off the trail.
And I don't know when this bridge was washed out. This could have been the flood around the turn of the century or in the 30s, but that bridge was washed out.
The old footings here. Yeah, I see that. Nice. It's amazing. I think this is a great first town for me to video my hike in. That's for sure, because it doesn't have the spoils and all the, you know, the glitz and glitter of these big towns. This has got a lot of history on it. Holy smokes. This is just so awesome. I'm just so happy I'm here. And it's Independence Day, 4th of July holiday. It's only the 2nd of July. and and then Monday, and 4th of July is on Wednesday, and I'm here. That's excellent. Go ahead, folks. Don't mind me. There we go. There's some period, you know, some period, you know, clothing and activities. I don't think that the cow is real though, but you know, I'm still delusional from the heat. I love this town. Yeah, the cow is definitely not real. Okay. Well, she's trying to fool me. And it does look like an utter disaster. I tell you, she's leaking. Did they say that? My bad. Did they say that in the 1860s? They didn't, right?
No, they said, like, my goodness.
My goodness, or something like that, right? So what are you playing?
Well, we're playing boredom.
Boredom?
Well, we're playing several different games that we're playing, but really we're being inventive.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this is just some of the stuff that they came up with.
Okay.
Pass the time.
You know your cow's leaking, right?
Yeah, yes, we did realize that. She's an old cow.
She's an old cow?
Yeah.
She's been milked to death. Yeah, she looks a little stiff. Already rigor mortis has set in.
She's a very special cow. She's a West Virginia cow, in case you didn't know. She's got a West Virginia spot right on her. And then on the other side, she has a John Brown spot. So she's a very special cow.
The West Virginia spot.
She's got a West Virginia spot.
Is that right there?
Yep.
Is that the river? Yeah, could you?
And then on the other side, if you look around the other side, she's got a John Brown spot.
And a John Brown spot. I don't know if I would recognize a John Brown spot if I saw one. And so I would guess that's the John Brown. There you go, with the beard.
Yep.
Yes, okay, I see it. So I'm not that bad. But, you know, but your cow is definitely leaking. And this, I guess this would be where people could go and actually practice. This is like,
yes, you
could,
to go and
and I could, and
needs female. Milk needs milk.
no, this is a female, right?
Yes.
There's John Brown.
Yeah, I got it.
Why don't you stand up for a second? I'm gonna take a picture.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, here we go. I'm going in. Now you're supposed to crimp here and then squeeze down. And look at that, I missed the bucket. Yes, folks, I missed the bucket, but I think my technique is spot on. And yeah, you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. Thank you very much.
That's a brilliant quote right there.